podcast number 3. Unfortunately, yesterday we shot 2 podcasts. It was almost 2 hours long, and audio was fucked up because he was eating mad goldfish like he is right now, and then Jodel kept putting his phone down, and this is all you guys were hearing. So we had to redo it. It's Easter Sunday. Every podcast gets shot about 2 weeks in advance, just so you guys are aware. If you haven't already seen, I would have already put up a update video, everything like that for podcasts. Also, if you guys want, I'm probably putting these on SoundCloud. The link will be down in the description, as well as YouTube if you just want to listen instead of watching it. With me, we got Jeremy, as you know, the DSM guy that's shot.
It's a piece of shit.
We got the man that gets roasted every video. You know, somebody actually requested to have you on here.
Really?
But with Nick.
Nice.
Nice.
So that would have... See... He's like 3 people. So...
Oh, man.
God. All right.
I was going to say he'd take up like that whole corner.
And then we got Adrian with us as well. No, it wasn't yesterday. Now it's 2 days ago, which we just talked about all this yesterday, and now we got to talk about it again. But it was me, Jodel, Gabe, and Adrian. We switched it up a little bit. We went to the New York Auto Show. Mm-hmm. You haven't gone yet. You didn't go.
I don't plan on going this year.
All right. Me and Adrian went with Jodel and Gabe. We said it sucked. Like, it was just... I know it's the same thing every year, but this year they had a lot less crap than they did every other year.
You know what it is? Like, I think, realistically, the AutoZone has like a 3-year...
AutoZone?
AutoZone. There, see? Auto Show has like a 3-year... Like, every 3 years, you usually see something really, really nice. You know, last year would have been like the end of that 3-year mark when Dodge pretty much stole the entire show.
Basically.
They had...
That was the first... Did you go to the auto show before?
I brought you.
I'm asking you if you've gone before.
Like before last year.
Yeah, that was
like fucking 2.
the first time I went with just dude, and that's when they debuted the Demon and everything.
Yeah, they had like the launch setup and all that other stuff. Even downstairs, they had all of downstairs for like Jeep, the Trackhawk. They killed the show last year, and then the year before that was good because that was the announcement of like all the vehicles we see on the road now, like the 2018, 2019 models, and the year before that was all of the future models or like the super hybrid vehicles. Like even like Mercedes had like a crazy track car there that was all electric and stuff like that. So this year, what could they really have had?
The only thing there this year was the Kia Stinger. And who really...
Yeah.
Like, genuinely...
That was already like long...
I think that's the only...
Yeah, it's already been out, but
like
think about it. Who really cares that much?
And realistically, like, no offense to Kia, I think that Kia did a phenomenal job with the car, but like the new Camry is just as fast and just as nice as the
new Camry's nice.
It is.
I always say
that. Seen it.
It's, dude, the rear of it had it's quad tips, which like first of all for a Camry, it just kind of blows your mind a little bit, and it's a turbo V6.
Everything is
yeah,
turbo.
same as the Stinger. Same as the Stinger. It's like a 360 horsepower 4-door
Camry.
Wait, isn't the Stinger?
Well, Stinger's a sports car. Camry is a family vehicle, but that thing looks gorgeous.
The new Camry's nice.
Body lines.
But also, like what we were saying is like every other year, like you got the Dodge Demon, you had the Super reveal, even though it's still not out.
Yeah.
The NSX came out.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's nothing, and also you've been to Comic-Con, I'm assuming.
Every year.
Yeah. Okay. So you know where Artist Alley is?
Yeah.
You know how there's usually cars over there?
Mm-hmm.
They had nothing there.
Well, Artist Alley is usually where they put the like
nice cars.
like the bagged cars, like show cars, the SEMA cars. There's what?
Nothing.
I know Phenomenal Vinyl was there again. You know, they do a wrap job. Probably think every day that the car show is going on, or they have their vehicles there at least. Last year, one of the guys I follow on Instagram, he has like a bagged and boosted Jeep SRT Cherokee. Beautiful car. His was there yesterday. Not yesterday. Last year.
But who puts bags on a fucking Grand Cherokee?
I mean, it depends.
It doesn't depend on anything.
I mean, he makes
You
like
don't do
900 horsepower.
That doesn't matter. That's more of a reason to not put it on bags.
He puts bags on the Charger.
Yeah. I wonder.
Yeah. But I don't know. I just felt like it was lacking. And then also, like, what we were talking about yesterday was, in my opinion and his opinion, Dodge has the best lineup. Like, car-wise.
In terms of
performance.
Oh, yeah, they've
models.
had for... And, like, this is not even me being, like, someone that...
Biased.
Yeah, I'm not biased whatsoever. I drive a freaking Miata right now as my everyday car, all right?
I can't talk about ours. So.
Exactly. So, like, this is not me being biased, but, like, so far, like, there's plenty of vehicles out there that people like, you know, the STIs, the Evos, WRXs, plenty of vehicles that are performance vehicles. But when it comes to, like you guys said, lineup, literally, you can get a fast truck, a fast Jeep, a fast 4-door vehicle,
What
a
is
fast
Dodge?
coupe.
What is Dodge? Because Dodge, they're connected to Jeep.
Oh yeah, so
Jeep, Dodge, and
Fiat,
Chrysler.
Fiat owns that, but it's Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, Ram.
So with Dodge, you
Ram's
can
not
get.
connected anymore.
It's not.
No, they broke off. Unless I'm wrong. Correct
No,
me down
it's
below.
Dodge. It's still
No,
Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler.
Ram broke off a long time ago.
Anyways, what
It
can
might
you
be
get
there.
with Dodge nowadays? You can get Wrangler with a Hellcat engine in it. That's the Trailcat. You get a
That's
Grand-
not.
you
That's
can
not.
get
That's not official though. Like you have to get it sent out for that.
Whatever. Anyways, Trackhawk.
A trail cat?
Yeah, it's basically
Trackhawk.
the
is a Grand
Trackhawk is
Cherokee.
a
I know
Grand.
it's a
yeah,
Wrangler with
Hellcat.
a fucking...
Yeah. There's like they literally currently to this date have the fastest production vehicles in almost every single line except for the 4-cylinder.
October
It's
2009,
very
Dodge
impressive.
and Ram split up.
Oh, okay.
They might still be under Fiat, but they're
Well,
not
the
connected
thing
to
is,
Dodge.
though, like they still use Mopar parts for those
Yeah.
vehicles.
Yeah, but I'm
so-
saying they could still be connected with the Fiat thing,
Yeah.
but
I mean,
Dodge
if
and
we're
Ram
wrong,
are-
obviously leave in the comments what you guys know. I mean, we could be
we could
completely
be blowing
off in this.
smoke.
But no, like you're right. Like there's, like I said, not being biased. Like Dodge literally has everything in the lineup. That if you want like a dumb fast vehicle, and they're not even that expensive either. Like think about like the
I
Demon.
mean, compared to other cars.
Yeah, like if you want a car that's as fast as
They're
as the
not
Demon,
expensive because
But
of-
there's-
you're
expensive
talking
to us.
about you're talking about like $150,000
the Demon
plus.
to get a full-fledged Demon, around $100,000.
Yeah, but even so,
And
100
there's-
grand
and
for
there's-
840 horsepower.
the Trackhawk's 85 starting.
Exactly, and that's an all-wheel drive
The
707.
The Demon is the same thing, 85 before option. But think of it in terms of like price range and stuff.
hmm
Because let's say, for example, Huracan, what is that? 240, 250.
Yeah, I actually just saw a video about that. Like they raced on the track, and
And
the
a Demon will
destroyed it.
And you
Like
I
a
mean,
track or
No, a drag strip.
you could say that the
I was gonna
only
say.
reason why it won is because the Demon was designed around the drag. But even
100%.
then, but like
But you're
that
talking
was-
about cost-effective and versus speed.
Exactly.
And like some people will argue, oh, the Huracan is a luxury sports vehicle. It looks
yeah, but
super,
if you,
like
if you
realistically.
switch the tables and put a Huracan and a Demon on a track, the Demon's gonna get clapped.
Oh, 100%. But that's not what it was made for.
Exactly.
So it all depends on how you look
It's
at it.
a boat.
It is a boat. But you know what it is? Like I think that a lot of people look at like some of like Chrysler's vehicles, like I said, the
You say Chrysler's trash?
what's what we're talking about right now. Like if you look at like the
300
Demon,
SRT?
yeah, money. But like even so, like so that's a perfect example. The 300 SRT from the outside looks like a luxury vehicle, and even on the
Oh, it's
inside,
beautiful.
that thing is gorgeous. That is like top tier, like high end class Mercedes, BMW level,
Nice.
but makes 480 horsepower, no problem.
Must be nice.
This
So-
guy doesn't like Chrysler because his car's DSM. That's why. And they made his engine, and his engine's garbage.
Sounds like a person.
But that was back
Sounds
in
like a
what,
personal
99?
Yeah, I didn't tell you my train is going.
Sick.
Somebody buy my car.
Don't buy
Yeah,
it.
Don't
for
buy
that.
his car. You just told
Do you know
everyone
what
that
though?
your tranny is
Somebody would
blown.
still probably be, yeah, I'll buy it.
Yeah, no.
Like, yo, how much do you want?
I mean, it's.
But if
it
you
still
think
shifts.
about it, it's probably not. To us, it might be expensive, but it's probably not that expensive to like just replace. Because if I had the money, I'd just replace the whole train.
If somebody really has the money and wants to do it, they could do it.
Yeah,
Easy.
it just depends on the person. Like, a lot of people like to build,
You're also losing the
Virtually
drive to do
anything.
anything to that car slowly, so.
like, building a
I'm about to
1.5
start a
NA.
GoFundMe.
Oh,
Because, what do you call it? Also, at the car show, Jodo was like, oh, I think Infiniti has, like, one of the nicest lineups. I'm like, yeah, luxury-wise, it's beautiful. But
Mhm.
performance-wise, Dodge is killing everyone. It's killing Chevy.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
what does
they're
Chevy have?
killing
Chevy has,
everybody.
I mean, Chevy has a
Chevy
nice
now
lineup,
is
but
basically
nothing, every
Camaro.
single car Dodge puts out, it
so
has
I
a sports
think
version.
the one vehicle that Chevy should have backed up a little bit more was the Chevy, like the new model Chevy SS. If they kept that vehicle on for more than 2 years, it would have been a perfect competitor for the 4-door market, like the 4-door performance market. There's no other 4-door vehicle like the Charger.
Basically.
But they also
Yeah.
probably aren't making that much money off of it. That's
They
probably
weren't.
why.
They lost a lot of money in making the vehicle. I think that they're beautiful though. Like that thing, like
It's a fucked up boat.
fast. They're all boats. It doesn't matter. You know? And
That's just the USDM market.
Yeah, but like I agree with Jodell. Like
That
I
thing
think
sounds nice,
I think
though.
the new Infinities, they are
Yeah,
all
they look
beautiful, beautiful.
The Lexus too.
Yes,
We
yeah,
didn't talk about
like the
Lexus.
new IS250s.
No, we were talking
Oh,
about like
the
the
rear
i8
end?
and everything. Because the i8, I personally don't like it at all.
The
i8?
the i8,
Yeah.
the BMW. I don't like it either.
And then we were talking about how there's an option where you can make it sound like there's an engine through the speakers or
What?
some crap.
It literally, I don't have an i8, so I don't know how you activate it. But literally, there's an option in the car, like maybe in like the infotainment system or something like that, where you can set it so it plays an engine sound through your speaker, so it makes
that
you
way
feel
it makes
like
you feel like you're going fast, even though the car realistically makes no noise.
It makes and it only
that's like
makes
buying
220
that's like
horsepower.
buying a Tesla and
Tesla's fast though.
They are fast. Wait,
and how
I
much?
actually completely random. Yesterday I was on Facebook, and apparently by 2021 Tesla will be making all of the
Everybody's
vehicles in
car.
NASCAR because of the new Tesla Roadster.
Cars 3, they predicted it. Illuminati. That's it.
But I'm serious. But like that would make sense though. Like think about
They got put Lightning McQueen out of business.
Rusty's is going out.
Rusty's.
Damn it.
Yeah, but I think that it's kind of odd to think that
And you're just gonna
all
get-
you exactly
Yeah.
like that's literally how it started. They're like,
I feel like
oh,
that's
Tesla's gonna make all the vehicles for NASCAR. Start your engines.
What's gonna happen?
That's what it's gonna sound like.
They're
Like,
gonna
I feel like that's
plop a
one
new
of,
battery
I feel
in.
like that's one of the reasons why people like NASCAR so much.
It's
Just
because of the
it's
adrenaline
loud.
rush. Like if you go to like a drag strip and you're looking at like the dragsters, you go there expecting for your heart to explode from the sound,
I mean, like,
not
that's what you're
to
supposed to
not
feel
to
the
sit there and
rumble.
just go like this.
I mean, but if you're trying to make times, I can
Like-
understand it. But like,
I can.
But they said
those
the whole
NASCARs are zipping by you.
I can just
Mhm.
imagine.
Is
Swap the battery. out.
yeah, like how you
Run
gonna?
on
The
battery.
batteries are huge in the Tesla, so
They
how
are,
are they
yeah.
gonna at a pit stop? How are you gonna?
well, there isn't much information on the Roadster, but like, and this is we're talking about 2021 that they expect for this to happen. They're saying it's just like it's better for the economy, it's better for like it's NASCAR. I don't know why they're worried about that. People don't go to NASCAR events to care about the gas that's being burned during the events.
Exactly.
Like they care about to see who's going to be the next first, second, and third place winner. You know,
I'm just trying to picture though, like pit
pizza.
stop, and they just drop a battery and like, go,
go.
it's fully charged.
Well, obviously they'll probably make them, so it's just easy. Like four guys
Yeah, it's
pull
gonna
it out,
happen.
put it back in.
That's what they're gonna have to do.
I don't know. We'll see.
I
what
agree with
happens.
you in the standpoint. There's literally like why NASCAR?
Yeah,
Out
like,
of everything
of
you
all
could
of the
fix.
things you can
I mean,
do.
on F1 and stuff like that, I could see it.
F1
It
I
would
could
make
see
sense.
because you would probably realistically get the same sound
Yeah.
out of the vehicle.
And when you're watching F1, if anything, if it's not on TV, you're only seeing them pass once every like,
Couple.
depending on what track they're at.
True. I've never been to any of those events, so.
Oh no, me either. I mean, I'd love to. I'd love to go to something, but really got anything.
You know
going.
what people are saying is pretty cool? Monster trucks.
But
Yeah,
yeah, monster trucks are cool as hell, except at Nassau Coliseum. It's too small.
I've never been to anything.
There's like
that,
one
so-
hump in the middle, and then I see like them on like the Hoonigans page and everything. And the guy took like 90
Oh,
feet in the
yeah.
air. Like, dude, if that happened at Nassau Coliseum, you would have killed 20 people.
R.I.P.
The crap they do is nuts.
How's everyone's Easter so far?
Well,
I'm here.
Yeah, true.
it's
We're
supposed
all
to be my
here.
grandparents.
I was playing Soul Calibur.
I told her, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be
Yeah.
late. This is for
Yeah.
you guys. I'm missing family events for you because we screwed up yesterday.
Holidays don't exist to me. So
Yeah,
I
same.
don't care.
I mean,
I mean, I haven't seen my family in a while.
yeah, it's
So,
true. You have a different circumstance, though.
yes.
For me, it's just like, I mean, in my opinion, like, it's me and my younger sister, and even then, like, we're both older now, so it's like Easter. Okay, thanks for the
Schmeaster.
basket full of like chocolate.
I was at
but
home playing Mass Effect.
Were you
Like
really?
Soul
Yeah, I
Calibur.
was.
I was playing CS:GO.
When you hit me up and you were like, we can do this, but we have to do this now. I was like,
Yeah, when you said that, I was like 4-4 into my match. I'm like, this game needs to
'Cause
go
last
really
night-
quickly.
Like I said to you guys, we really messed up the audio like horribly, and I didn't want to use the camera quality again, like the first and second podcast, because it sounds horrible. So I was like, and we have a meet coming up on Saturday, so we can't shoot then. That's when everyone's free.
Oh wait, I was actually looking that up. Is it the Stance Wars meet that
The
is?
Flips Go. It's
Where's that at?
Cars for a Cause. It's in
okay.
New Jersey. They only have it's only $5,
Yeah.
but they only have a limited amount of spaces.
So it's like if you don't get there soon enough, you're not.
No,
getting
you
in.
gotta.
You gotta apply.
Yeah.
Oh,
And you don't have to apply. The second you sign up, you're in.
Oh, okay.
It's your spot, but because they're not gonna pull some March Madness bull crap. They're gonna. It's like actually for foster kids and everything,
Mhm.
and their foster kids are gonna be there,
Okay.
stuff like that. So, and Flips Go's cool. So, I don't know how far. I hope it's not far in New Jersey.
What is it all
see
day?
that? $181 million.
It's not bad.
It's a solid.
No, it
number.
is. There hasn't been a movie like that in a long time, or pretty much like at all.
On to the topic of Ready Player One.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna talk about Ready Player One.
Neither of us have seen it. They have seen it. These two here.
Yeah.
They're just switching some stuff up. Give them a second.
Let's see. You guys, yeah. Are you planning on seeing Ready Player One?
I'm trying to honestly see it
Tonight, right?
Yeah, maybe tonight. That would be like the goal.
I have nobody to watch it.
Sorry, dude.
I mean, I'll go again, but I'm not paying for it again.
You should get
So you want to be my date?
What's that?
Hey.
Ooh.
Hey.
Hey. What's that? There's like this card that you can get that I think it's a card you can get for movies. Like you pay like a monthly fee and you can go to the movies as many times as you want, and you just pay the one-time fee for it.
But
I forget the name of it.
I thought it wasn't for like big movies though.
I don't think it matters.
What do you put on a VR?
Sure.
No, like you literally.
Oh yeah, you
go
haven't
to-
even seen the trailer, right?
Oh yeah.
So behind you guys right now, the trailer is playing.
Is that a money
Okay, so pretty much
No, it's the DeLorean.
spoiler alert right now. If you
the ones before
Did you
it.
see that?
It was one
Those
before
visual
it.
effects were crazy. I didn't see. I don't remember seeing them that crisp. Oh my goodness.
If you
Mass Effect.
right now, spoiler alert. If you go past this point, your fault. Honestly, come back later if you don't want anything spoiled for you. If you plan on seeing the movie,
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
just
Very
like I said,
funny.
we haven't seen it. Like, so we're gonna talk about stuff, but like I don't care about movies being spoiled to me. It's I can go watch it and still enjoy it as much as the next person. Like, Star Wars was spoiled for me 15 times over. I still saw it 3 times.
Speaking of Star Wars, there's a spoiler alert coming right now for Ready Player One, but we may go off topic
like we did yesterday.
Okay.
into other movies like Star Wars.
Okay.
So if you hear us talking about something and you haven't seen it, goodbye.
Run.
And you
Bye.
don't run.
Bye.
And you haven't seen it and don't want to have it spoiled, be gone.
Okay, so Ready Player One. I don't even know where to start.
Overall,
All right. So okay.
Okay, right now.
So wait, before anything, like 1 to 10, 10 being the best. What do you guys rate the movie?
I would
at?
give it like an 8.
an 8. Okay. Now was like the
like an
was
8,
the
8.5.
okay was the plot
It wasn't the
good
plot.
all the way through?
Plot was good.
Okay.
I think the entire thing of why, like, it was a predictable but not predictable movie at the same time. Like, there was really predictable parts,
Mm-hmm.
and then there was parts that just came out of nowhere.
I
So
feel
it's
like I
good.
think every movie has to be like that.
But, like,
was
yeah.
that
I agree.
Tracers from Overwatch?
Yeah.
I agree, and
We'll
I
talk about that
agree
in a
with that. But there were certain parts of the movie,
That
like
Chucky?
1 or 2 parts that
And
were
then
predictable.
Gundam.
We'll talk about that in a second.
Like, because what I was
Iron
bringing up
Giant.
in the last podcast was like, there's like a little love thing that goes on. Like
That,
me personally,
what movie doesn't have?
Well,
Yeah,
some
what
sort
was
of
the
love
what was the
interest?
movie rated?
I don't know.
Probably PG-13.
You know what?
I have no
It was
idea.
rated PG-13. Let's see what
Because
Rotten Tomatoes
Right there,
did.
you can tell that it was certain parts were directed towards kids. Like the whole love story was like.
Yeah, like the love story, I felt like it was just there for the sake of putting it there.
Yeah.
Like the movie didn't need that.
They just squeezed it in there.
Yeah, the movie
Yeah.
didn't need a little love triangle going on. or
You know what it is?
whatever.
They were probably trying to, and like this is really off topic. Like
Grasp
imagine
multiple
Deadpool. Deadpool was a perfectly fine movie without the love interest,
Exactly.
but it actually made it a movie that everyone
feel
could
like-
go watch.
I
Yeah,
feel
but
like
not-
it's set up.
I mean,
the
yeah,
background.
because
I guess.
so what we were talking about also yesterday, Jodo said that like as a standalone film, say you don't play video games at all because there's a crap ton of references in this
stuff
between
like that.
movies and games and everything like that. If you don't do any of that, is it a good standalone film? We said yeah because it's
Okay.
visually nice and the plot makes sense. Jodo said no.
Well,
So
so
that works at GameStop.
I don't know if anyone. Well, yeah, he does. I mean, I worked at GameStop too, so but that doesn't really mean much. So when it comes to movies, I love movies, so I always look at Rotten Tomatoes, whether it's gonna ruin the movie for me or not. I like to know what to go in expecting. So it got a 76 tomato score
Which
from
isn't
like,
bad.
which isn't bad. That's from reviewers. Most reviewers, not saying that they don't, but I doubt most of them are big video game people.
Yeah.
So for it to get a 76 means that the plot is at least good enough to where everyone can follow it to an extent.
Like I was saying earlier about the plot, there were a couple instances that you could say were predictable. There was a lot of like hidden plot points, like oh my god, this happened. Like at the end, where I was like, wow, I was not expecting that.
Yeah. And then like there's one of the characters that his name's H. If you haven't seen it, go away. That person right, that person driving. In the game, I could tell right away it was a girl. I knew it was a girl because there was a voice mask over it, and he kept telling she kept telling the person, the main character, his name's Percival.
What? Master Chief.
That's
Yeah,
the name
that's-
of his.
Yeah, that's the name of his
avatar.
character. So, he's like, "Oh, be careful who you trust on here. They might be like a 300-pound man, blah blah blah." And then of course it was a girl.
But
And I knew
realistically,
it.
that's a good point. And obviously, I maybe there are parents watching this, or even like kids our generation. Like you got to think, growing up, back when like Omegle was a thing and stuff like that, you really never knew who you were. Yeah, like you never knew who you were talking to. But that's what the internet is now. Like, even like on Instagram, like I'm sure some of like our followers, all of us, like you never know who they really are. Like you can tell by someone's car that that's their car.
Oh, we were talking about that yesterday too. Like, we were talking about the internet and everything. We'll probably do that on the next podcast.
Mm-hmm.
But like, remember when I sent you a picture of your car in front of AutoZone in Huntington?
Yeah,
This is a long time.
No, that was before we were.
I
Like,
didn't even know who you
close.
were.
We only knew each
really-
other by our cars.
Not a clue what he looked like.
And after that, we became friends.
Yeah.
And now, like,
But it wasn't even related to that either. And now you're here on my podcast.
God, if that mic just picked up that little.
But there was a crap ton of Easter eggs in this game. Like, I mean, in this movie, it was Master Chief and Elites, which I wish they had more of because I'm a Halo nerd.
Tracer was in
Tracer
there.
was in there.
Gundam was in there.
Gundam.
Iron Giant was in there.
You
Back
had
to the Future was in there. They
Back to
put
the Future.
of course.
the DeLorean.
Shining.
Shining.
Oh, really?
The Shining was a
Wow.
That's all I'm gonna say was The Shining was in there.
You'll
But
see it.
you're gonna like the scene.
It was
Okay,
it was a
okay.
it was a crazy scene.
Okay.
What else was in there?
Damn, if you're gonna watch this, I want to watch it again. Now I want to watch it again.
Bigfoot was in there. The monster truck. There was so many references.
Mm.
Like you saw Chucky a minute ago. There was
Yeah,
All right,
Godzilla.
realistic.
You want to know why I
Mechagodzilla was
recognize
Mecha
it?
Godzilla?
Mechagodzilla was
That's
in
like
there.
my childhood. I used to watch that like all the time. All
It
like
was
the
good. It's a
old
good
school, really
movie.
bad. But
But there's like it's really good. There's a lot of Easter eggs and everything. So if you are into games and stuff like that, it's gonna be good to see.
tell me right now, at any point is the old school cheat code up, down, down, left, right,
There
A,
no
B?
no,
They use
Down,
it?
down.
but there
That's-
is
There is
a
cheat
old
codes and
school
stuff.
Okay.
Easter egg
Okay.
that is a very big point in this movie. Like
I
I mean,
guarantee-
I'm
And
not
that's
gonna
what
say 'cause
that's
it's the
what I
end.
liked because
Mm.
in the story
They did their research in this movie.
in the plot and everything. Like the main plot is basically because the name of the virtual world is called the Oasis,
Mhm.
and basically to sum up the most basic summation of the plot is there's these corporate assholes
Mhm.
that want to take it over for themselves and
they're
monetize
IOI.
it and ruin it versus everyone else who plays the game that just want it to stay how it is because it's fine how it is.
Okay.
Because the owner, he passed away and he was giving away like the rights and everything and all the money
Mm.
to it, and that's what they
he,
were.
he was the richest person.
Yeah.
And they wanted the fortune. They wanted everything.
So I do know, like, in some point of the movie, there's like, they say like there's something like in the Oasis that like gives whoever finds it like, becomes like the owner of it.
They're called
Basically.
the owner. After he passed away, he set up a challenge
Mhm.
that you have
find
to complete.
3 keys.
There's basically you have to solve 3
Really hard
puzzles.
riddles.
Yes,
Puzzles.
Good luck.
but the puzzles were actually the first one was pretty easy,
Mhm.
but
Well,
I
yeah.
didn't think of it myself
Yeah.
when the character thought of it. But then the next 2 were really complicated,
Mm.
and that's what I liked. I like that they didn't cheap out or they didn't get
Yeah.
lazy.
Like the first one, I don't know if you saw the racing scene that kept popping
Yeah.
up.
That
was one of the
racing
first
scene was
scenes.
fucking
That was a
sick.
crazy scene.
Well,
That and the fight
racing
at the
scene.
end.
Every time I see like glimpses of that racing scene, I'm a big Speed Racer fan, like old school Speed Racer. That's like the one thing me and my dad bonded over the most was
That is
Speed
Monte
Racer.
Carlo. Just make-
And that's the Mach 5!
Yep.
Oof. Thank you. But anyway,
They had a lot of references.
so like a lot of people are probably gonna hate me for this. I actually thought it's like 4 or 5 years old now, but the recent rendition of the Speed Racer movie was the most visually appealing movie
yeah,
I've
it was
ever
beautiful.
Yeah, that
seen. And like the last racing scene when
That's
like
what
everyone's
made the
getting
movie.
that's what I'm saying. That last racing scene that everyone's getting hyped up
Oh, I
because
forgot
Speed
this-
like
somebody's talking. I'm just like,
look at that. Beautiful Mach 5, gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Look at those lines.
That's literally that's the Mach 5 from the Speed Racer movie. It has to be. Has to
wait,
be.
what is that over there?
I don't know.
Oh, that might be
The shadow.
The no, the
Batmo-
A-Team.
Look, that's the Batmobile.
That's the
like
Batmobile. That's
OG
the A-Team
Batmobile.
vehicle. The one that they circled before in the front.
Oh yeah, you're right.
That's
That-
definitely the
Bigfoot's
A-Team
in the
vehicle.
front.
And, yeah, Bigfoot's,
Bigfoot's
all the way in the front.
Yeah.
Damn, I want to watch this movie again.
All right. What are you guys all doing tonight? I know
Later tonight,
Like later
nothing.
tonight.
Later tonight, nothing. But I don't know if I'm gonna get scheduled yet. That's the thing. Because last
Oh,
time
he
I
has
checked
a
my schedule, it was
Thundercats
empty.
belt.
Does he?
Yeah, they just
Oh my
highlighted it.
Gosh.
But I'm telling you, you really
Nah,
have
the spoilers
to
is
keep.
getting
But
crazy
this
right
is-
No, I'm just saying. I need to see this movie now. All right. So if we're all free,
But
do you
look,
guys want to go?
You see those
I don't want to
graphics?
spend the money,
Yeah.
but
Amazing.
Would you guys want to see it again?
I don't want to spend
Hell
the
yeah.
money, but I'd see it again.
I don't either, but money's made.
We'll figure this out later. We'll figure this
Was
out
that
later.
Deadpool?
No, but they also had like Harley Quinn in here and everything like
Joker
That
was
was
in
that was
there.
definitely Slade.
Slade
Wade Wilson. No, not Slade Wilson. Yeah.
Well, basically,
That's
if you
true.
made it this far, clearly this movie has a ton of references
Yeah.
to anything in pop culture.
But I mean, I like I said, you guys saw it. You guys gave it an 8 out of 10. I probably will see it myself.
It's very
It
good.
depends. We'll see like what I rate it.
Oh, that's Blanca.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, there was so much.
Different version of him, but it is.
Also,
No,
we
it
were,
is him. It's just that.
Nah, that's Blanca.
Yeah,
at the
it's
end,
very
there's a
far.
huge fight scene,
Mm-hmm.
and we were talking about this
I know
yesterday.
exactly what he's talking about.
So me and him were sitting next to each other in the movies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're gonna start off with this.
Evil.
A long time ago, we were playing. Not a long time ago. It was actually a month ago. We were playing Overwatch, right? And you know Lucio, obviously.
Yeah.
Julio.
Julio. And freaking, we're playing, and it was a whole team of Lucios.
We were playing No Limits in the arcade.
And every time they would respawn, you would hear "Can't stop, won't stop" in
Like
the
you would
distance.
hear- yeah.
Can't stop, won't stop. It's just all non-stop, like back to back to back to back, back.
Mhm.
And you would know when they're coming. It was a stampede of "Can't stop, won't stop." And then we were like, "Oh man!" And then he, first of all, the main character made like a distress call
Mm-hmm.
to like everyone because it was a huge fight scene,
Mm-hmm.
and you just heard a
Which was
stampede coming in.
great.
And we honestly wish, like, if they put this in, it would have made it so much better. If you just heard "Can't stop, won't stop" just in the distance, like
how
20
it was
Lucios
set
coming
up,
in. Mhm.
how it was set up is because after he called everyone, it was silent. So
Mhm.
because I mean obviously it takes time for everyone to get there, but the movie kind of made it seem like nobody was gonna show up. But like it was a hill that they had to go over before it actually started. So you just
suspense.
you just
like,
hear
wait.
rumbling going on in the background.
Okay,
and then
"Can't
okay.
stop, won't stop."
and like imagine you just hear "Can't stop," like
That
it
would
just
be
gets
great.
louder
That'd
and
be pretty
louder and
great.
louder. That would be hilarious.
And just 20 Lucios fly past.
Right.
Honestly, would have made.
they're
the
leading the
movie-
charge.
You know what it is though? They obviously used Tracer. She's probably the iconic character for.
Well,
She's the
yeah,
face.
well,
She's the
Pokemon
face.
references,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That's like if they used any Pokemon references, they would have had to use Pikachu. Like
Yeah.
you can't use anything else.
Yeah, you're right.
So
But still,
I mean, I
it
would
would've been
prefer
great.
like
Use
Totodile.
Charizard.
Yeah, Charizard. But dang. Well,
They had King Kong in there too.
yeah,
They
you
had
see that. You
T-Rex,
see that in multiple trailers.
which I'm assuming
What does
was
that
from
say?
Jurassic Park.
I
Stuff
don't know.
like that. Yeah, I can't read that. Also, in the movie, I had this one thing that I
Look, I'm
two things. One I thought was a cop out. I'm not gonna. You're gonna see it. Should I say the coin? I thought the
Nah,
coin
don't
was a
say it.
cop
No,
out.
you
No,
can't.
I'm not gonna say it.
Okay.
When you guys watch it, there's a coin that gets given to someone at the end, and I thought it was a cop out kind of way of like.
Don't
Pretty
worry
much.
That's
And
all.
I-
We're not saying anything.
I thought it was a cop out of a plot where they could have came up with something better. It was cool. It completely surprised me, but I thought it was just like a cheap way of getting around the solution, I guess. And then
I don't think so.
And then also, you guys explained this to me, but that guy right there, the main villain, Nolan,
Mm-hmm.
he has his own chair, like his own virtual reality chair, and he goes into it, puts the goggles on. To get out of the virtual reality, you take your goggles off.
Yeah.
So he took his goggles off, but they hacked him,
So he was stuck in.
and he thought he was back in real life,
He thought he was back in reality.
Mhm.
but he was stuck in back there,
Oasis.
and they hacked him thinking he was in his office, and they had him at gunpoint.
Damn.
And I thought that made no sense, because how the hell do you not know that you're taking goggles off?
Well, okay, so this
It's a
is
mind game.
really off topic, but like, imagine if any of you guys watch anime, Sword Art Online, when you put on the nerve gear, it makes you everything you feel like it's simulated. So he probably really thought he was taking off his
Yeah,
goggles.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. It messes
So,
with your like.
exactly.
Some
it
people
goes
have
right-
like the suits where you can feel everything, and some don't.
Okay.
Which also I guess that kind of makes sense in like the
So it's
VR
like
chat
soundboard.
kind of way. Like some people have the goggles and everything. People just have a desktop.
TMNT.
Oh, yeah, they were in there too.
Oh, there's the coin. That's what I'm talking about. You'll see that later. The
Okay.
coin that you just flipped to him.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a cop out. I mean, it doesn't make any sense midway through the movie until the end. But
Chun Li is there.
Oh wow, look at all. There's a lot of
overall, I
Street
think
Fighter.
Wait, is
movie-
that Clash of Clans?
probably.
Probably. I wouldn't.
I thought the movie was overall visually like really nice.
Mhm.
I thought it could be a nice standalone movie, but if you are a movie buff and stuff like that, I think that it definitely
That's
helps
o-
it.
Old school
That part
Gundam.
was, you're gonna
Oh
love
my
that part.
goodness.
And there
That's
was a lot of
old school
references to
Gundam.
guns from games too. Like there was
Really?
the Halo
I'm
assault
traumatized by that
rifle,
little guy.
there was the Spunker rocket, there was the Lancer from Gears of War.
Oh, yeah.
There was
Remember that.
so many different guns from different things. Jodo knew more than I did, but
Yeah.
like there was so many. But
The Iron Giant.
yeah, so if you guys go see this movie, definitely
Wait, what?
expect some
mm-hmm.
expect some cheesiness because there is some because it is a PG-13 movie. But overall, I think that is a really good movie.
Are those the elites in Overshields?
Yeah.
Probably.
That's what it looked
Yeah, I
like.
told you the elites and Spartans were in there.
It's like 7 of them. It's like 7 Master Chief.
Should have been more.
All right. Well,
You're gonna go see it.
definitely gonna go see it.
I might go see it again. I don't know.
All right,
I'm a broke
we'll keep
boy.
each other updated. You know, we'll see what happens tonight.
And then
I know that was probably loud as hell.
I hope you guys like that. we're going to consistently keep doing these podcasts, like I said before, every week. I hope you guys enjoy them. It's been positive feedback on the first and second one. I'm sorry about the sound quality on the previous ones. Hopefully this is much better for you guys. We got a table. Listen to your criticisms. If you have anything else, anything you guys want to see us do, any topics, we'll take those topics. We'll shout you out for using them, stuff like that. Anything you want us to talk about, let us know down below, and we will see you guys in the next podcast.
See ya. Adrian's not even looking.
I know that was loud as hell.